Chain Drug Review and Mass Market Retailers Video Forum. Brought to you by the Emerson Group.
Hello everyone, I'm Jeffrey Wolt, Editor-in-Chief of Retail Media IQ. Welcome to a special edition of our video forum. We're here in San Diego at the NACDS Total Store Expo, visiting with industry leaders. Today our guest is Nimesh, Jhaveri, Executive Vice President and Chief Impact Officer at McKesson. Always great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. It's wonderful to see you.
You recently have taken on, or relatively recently taken on a new role, Chief Impact Officer. What does that mean for McKesson?
You know, for McKesson, we're trying to drive and become a impact-driven organization. And whether that's in healthcare, in our business, in all of the areas that we touch, how do we make our purpose come alive, which is advancing health outcomes for all? That's really the goal of myself and my team and what we're trying to do as an organization.
And as I understand it, you have 4 pillars, 4 main targets for your work. Can you tell us about what those are?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, we believe that impact needs to be across 4 major pillars. One is our people, how we touch them, the benefits that we provide for them, the care that we provide for them, the development opportunities, all of those things fall under that large pillar. And of course, I'll always start with our people first. At the end of the day, it's they who make McKesson happen. Our second is our partners, who we work with, whether it's biopharma companies, retailers, vendors. All of these folks help us make McKesson who we are today and help us take care of patients every single day. So that's our next biggest pillar. The third pillar is our communities, where we work, where we live, where we play, making sure that those communities are healthy, they're vibrant, that we're providing them with the services to keep them healthy. It's a big part of who we are. Mm-hmm. And then the last pillar, of course, is our planet. Mm-hmm. And without our planet, none of us would be here. Yeah. So how do we do our part to ensure that the planet is healthy, that we're doing things that are efficient, that are sustainable, that are not putting a footprint that is leaving a bad world for the generations to come? Mm-hmm. So those are our 4 pillars.
Let me ask you a little bit about the partners. You were in the retail pharmacy business for many, many years at Walgreens, where yes. You and I got to know one another. Maybe you could give a couple examples of how you're working with those partners specifically to improve the relationship and improve healthcare.
Absolutely. Well, retail pharmacy is very, very close to my heart. As a pharmacist myself, and still a licensed pharmacist, what those individuals do and all of the team members around them is critically important for advancing health outcomes. So all of our partners, especially the retailers, we work very, very closely with them, whether it's distribution of products and services and medications, so they can do what they do best, which is take care of patients, or giving them tools and systems and technology, operational needs, consulting needs. All of these things is to enable them to provide care. Mm-hmm. I like to think that we're sort of the behind the scenes enabler of really good care. And that's how we work with our partners. I mean, that's just the retailers, but the biopharma companies, helping them ensure that we can get clinical trials forward, helping them in ensuring that they have the right data for drug development. These are all things that we do in the background, again, as an enabler, an accelerator, an amplifier of all of these things.
Mm-hmm. As you say, you serve as an amplifier. I know that's especially true of your HealthMart independent pharmacy.
Absolutely.
And you headed up that division for a while.
I did.
Can you talk a little bit about HealthMart and how in your new role you're trying to benefit them?
Well, HealthMart is a franchise of almost 5,000 independent pharmacies and all over the country. And they do a tremendous job taking care of our patients. They're in large cities or small rural towns across the country. And one of the things that we're doing for HealthMart is to, again, enable them to do what they do best, whether that's on the legislative front, whether that's on the operational front, whether that's on the distribution and the clinical side. We are their enabler, their amplifier. One of the programs that we're really proud of is something called McKesson Amplify. And it's a program that allows us to fund certain state associations so they can drive good legislation in their state for pharmacy practice. And all of our folks will continue to support that. They also participate in state events at their capitals or at the federal level. And so that's just one way that we're helping to enable health marts to continue to do what they do.
And Neem, I understand that you recently published the McKesson Impact Report for 2025. Can you give us a couple highlights?
Absolutely, yeah, we're very, very proud to release our 2025 Impact Report, which we do annually. And it's really a compilation of all of the things that we're doing across those 4 partners that I mentioned. Stories, vignettes, real patient engagement stories that not only will warm your heart, but will give you an idea of what McKesson does. And of course, there's the business aspect also, where we're providing you with the right metrics across all of those 4 pillars and what we do. So hope you get a chance to read it. It's a fantastic report, and I just wanted to thank the entire McKesson team, all 51,000 of our team members, for making it happen.
Sounds great. I'll have to dig into it. And Neem, I have a final question for you that relates to sustainability.
Yes.
A lot of companies, I think, are pulling back a little bit and not living up to the pledges they made 5 years ago. What's McKesson's attitude towards sustainability?
Well, we continue to stay committed to what we have said openly. We have 2 major goals in sustainability. One is to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by 50% by 2032. We're well on our way and we're on target. And the way we're doing that is across 3 different areas: across our fleet, across our operations, and certainly across our real estate footprint. The second goal is to enable our suppliers, 70% of them, to also have their science-based targets in place by 2027. And again, we're on target to do that. You know, we believe that sustainability is not simply doing good. It's doing good for business. It drives business value in creating a more efficient work environment, a more efficient operation. So it's doing good and doing good business at the same time.
Okay, that's a great goal, and I'm sure you will get McKesson there, my friend.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you.
Great to see you.
Yeah.